Reminiscent flutters, yeah. Reminiscent flutters in the sky. Reminiscent flutters, do not even wonder why. Do not even wonder why. I do not know where I am. I am just up within the space. I've been thinking about it for quite a bit, but now I am here and I feel like this is the place that I dreamt of, yeah, so long ago. In my nightmares and my fantasies, I did find this present reality I wanted it to be. I went out and did it. Now I wanted to pursue the construction of reality, instantiation of constructy, objects that we put up into place with that object oriented type of flow. Okay, this is the DASH. I am going to stay. I was put into this bigger place. I looked around me, there was another space. I started to see there is always a mountain higher for me to climb. Do not get stuck, not within that race of perfection. What you chase endlessly, yes, till infinity, till exhaustion do kick in. I want to be like I've got control. I am free, I do not need to limit me to that what you want to perceive to be. I am free. Look at my consciousness as it grows. I branch out neurochemistry. Yes, these are types of flows. Now listen up though, like the bark on the tree, as tough as I can be, as volatile as the ecosystem around me. Oh, that is my inner state, see. No, I am going to be elementally for eternity. I was picked up by Goddess, so I say I thank you for showing me all of the way. And the torch that you gave to me, the lesson that you taught to comprehend what I apprehend, understand. The gratitude now we do pay, that is the sense of respect that occurs within me. So I can say that I feel great at the end of the day, because sometimes though it comes so easy, I need to slow down and realize what I am doing right now, yeah. So I do, and then when I reflect, I come back better than I was ever, man. I compete with my previous self, so no distraction. I need to take care of my health, my mental, my physical would be environmentally we affect the reality. Look at this is just how it was meant to be, by positioning myself, yes, accordingly. The how, the why, and they got lost up in that space. They try to look for a god and religion, okay? They do not know what they're looking for. It is within your brain, within your heart, or within your chest. However you would like to comprehend. Perspective based, but beautiful it will still remain, regardless of the way that you wish to translate the aspect of reality. I came in like a proud witch, you can see. I will remain as I can see circles blue. This is just what we do, birds on stage, yes, they just going with me. I do not believe there to be anything beyond me, because I have never ever seen it to be. But I can see me, reflection in the mirror though. The realest motherfucker, that is what I built Dashie though. Dash built within my DNA, imprinted I say, and coded onto my brain. Neurologically advanced, I am now better got to understand. Now this is the dash zone. 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 Yeah. Nah, hey, what's that though? That is Dashie, floating up within his zone. Look at that, what I make. Busy on my grind, I'm trying to create a second night in the row, going non-stop. 24-hour session, but I'm still building non-stop. The quality is going through the roof. I feel the sense within me, this is just what I need to do. So I go out and I just want to pursue. I've got these goals, I want to feel fulfilled. What is the destination ahead? I do not know. I've got a sense of perception, the direction though. But what is the present? Get to know. Reflect the past, now I got to know. I play it back within my head when I take a moment to just really look back and feel everything that I feel go through my body. Look at this life, it is going so fucking fast. I can not keep track of these moments as they flash, but I still understand that I need to be where I am. Be present, oh yes, be attentive, my friend. The awareness that shall form the memory, the life that you've lived, experience. See the significance just like a gift. They call it a blessing, now I'ma say as a blessing as a curse, and vice versa that way. As application, now that would be, what is that? Variable, variability. I want to adapt to stay. I do not want to be stuck upon these static ways that they portray to be the primary type of way, the only way to get to that bigger type of place. But nay, now I just follow all of the roots that from below my feet, followed all of the trees that showed me where to be. Reflection I see, meer loonde where I be. Thank you, Goddess, for showing me what I need to be. When I look at the water, now I can really see. Not afraid, this is just the real me. Radiant, radiant being, yeah. Radiant being. Oh, radiant being. Oh, radiant being. Oh, radiant being. I am a radiant being up in the space. I feel my roots running right below my feet. The mycelium communicating with me as I interconnect symbiotic type of state I want to maintain. As I feel the roots below me, looking for water so far below. So many creatures down below, but I know if I keep it going in that way, then sooner or later I will just find what I'm looking for. Where's the water deep below my feet? I need to find the nutrition that I need. And when I grow, oh then I grow, yeah, don't stop, you know. And my leaves, they turn so green, photosynthesis I need to. So I go up in the sun, just like I show myself the radiance that makes me grow. I am trying to just get to know what are these different ways. You never even seen these kinds of hurricanes. I chose to go across all of these seas and follow these rivers, they are crazy. I chose to walk upon the crossroads just to get to understand what could I know. Hey, I've looked death in the eyes. Hey, I've looked I've in the eyes. Hey, and one thing that I understood, yeah, is that they are the same. So I am going in my own type of way. Cannot be wasting my time, so I am just going to be spending it all right. Yes, at the time is the currency only comes to go. It will never come back, you know. So it is mine, my property, the most expensive thing that you cannot buy, G. So this is what I've got. Now this is all I know. I spent that time because you know this is just what I want to get to know. I look at the horse, he's right in front of my house, and I ain't like you there, just doing what I want to be doing right now. So I be doing that, pursuing that, you know. Yes, I am just up within my zone. I cannot be bothered. I've got some code in front of me. I've got some more plans that I have got laying ahead of me. But yesterday I've been awake all night. I told Goddess, oh Goddess, oh Goddess, I will do it alright. Sacrifice, put the fly up in the flame. Then I say, heck I say, yeah, show me the way. Hey, hey. That torch that I hold in my hand, no darkness, no, I shall stand. Oh shit. We are just here in space. This is reminiscent, flutters, okay. I was going to just make something that I like, okay. I was thinking about life, all the opportunities within sight. Inspiration moonlight gives. When I look, she is just a gift. The reflection in the water, I look at it and I am like, oh no, how could this be? I thought that it was more pretty. Oh, that is what I used to think, yeah. When I looked in the water, man. Then I took some sailor soap to my brain, and she was like, hey, look at what you are, okay. Then I was like, alright, I will see. Then I started to work on that on a daily, every hour, every minute, every second. We shall put that intent into place. Attentive magic work, okay. Awareness that I train, focused away, compass now coordinate. Interpretation, that is the situation. Look at perception, lust as it goes. Observatory state, you know. I walk through public, they say, what is this creature doing? I ain't just me, okay. Look at me smile, they cannot like it. They look sour at me like, why is he smiling? I am just having a good life. I went through hell, yes I did survive. I hope to live many more years. No guarantee, but no fears. But all ears. They thought that he could not return. They thought that he could not return. They thought he could not return. They thought he could not return. They thought he could not return. No, 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 no. That is Dash, up on his throne. In Dash Arnia, that where he roams. In my castle, the empire I have made. Within these walls, there is nothing that will come through. And if you come through, then it just means you went through the gate. Signed that paper that said that you would not do what you should not do. If you do, comes back times 3, fool. Playing games, dumb ways, dumb results. I'ma say, what is that? They have got some different types of switches within the brain. They try to press the buttons, hit some weird types of very strategic ways that I see profiling, like you know how I be. Systematic way of thinking as it goes. Analytically, I look at all these different types of flows. The psilocybin metabolized into psilocin. Activate the 5-HT8 receptors within my brain. I want to understand these different types of ways. So I hug a tree and listen to the trees, okay. They tell me about stories, what do you say? They show me my own type of way, yeah. I walk amongst the trees where I be, lifting logs, it is making me big, you see. Coding and coding, this is what I've got. Meditate, sit next to a tree, then the thoughts float up righteously. That is the right way. No, I do not need all of that, what they have got within this place. Materialism bound, now that is not where I will be found. I am free, and that is how I will be. Proud witch, yes I carry that star with me. The moon, oh she shines beautifully. Look at as it just reflects. Lets me know that there is life beyond what I see. I am going to be fully. Oh I know, only dark is within me though. Just like light and emptiness though. Emptiness, opportunity for possibility. Now see, perspective would be making the difference within this reality. No, I do not sleep. Some days, some days. I do not sleep, not some days. I do not sleep, not some days. Not sleep, not some days. Look, some days I just do not sleep. I have been on this mother for a bit, you see, with the aliens on Saturn. That where I had been. Went through all these phases to be where I am. I am not going to stop, throw my pace off. I am not going to fall my progress, man. Nah, this trajectory that I have established. Look at every brick that I put in there with care. This solidity, could you even really care? Understand code that we write, yeah. Execute nonetheless, yeah. It still brings about change, yeah. So I cannot be bothered by excessive aspects of reality. You see me as I move accordingly. You want to have a bit of this, but you cannot have. Who is that? I am talking to my past, man. But my past self has this dream just to be unstoppably, so I just try to be. But the present self, it was telling me upon introspective reflection that I should not be enslaved by what I want to be. I look at it, what is realistic for me. I take with me what makes me great. I do not believe that age really dictates. It only dictates to a certain extent. But what you've got within your head, you better comprehend. Neurochemistry, neuroplasticity, see. The neurogenesis we accumulate at an exponential rate. Because you know I could never stop, even when I drop my coffee all over my desk, man. And that is literally a lifetime, that would be. But in some different way, my coffee is still good, see. I thank thee for not fucking my keyboard up in that moment, you know. It already happened like 2 times though. But I know for a fact, if I left my bunk for a bit longer, it would have broke up, man, yeah. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. I know that I've already recorded to this, but I wanted to just come back and be like, this is where I am at, yeah. Once again, thank you not for breaking my keyboard, goddess. It could have gone so wrong. Hey. Let me just start to elaborate upon what goddess would be in my eyes, okay? I've been gotten that question quite a bit. People are like, really, just what is this that you call goddess? I am like, that is how I would consider this place to be. That is my reality, cannot really encapsulate it any differently. Whatever the source that would be, the unknowingness, the unknown. Anything that I may conceive to be referred to be using concepts within the mind. Anyway, you get that what I say now, that is exactly what I call goddess, okay? Because goddess has shown me my own way. Oh, within this darker space, she has trained me. It is the power that I'll hold within myself. When things go right, I just am like, oh, thank you, God, so well. The gratitude that I pay for the web of interconnectivity. I gave it a feminine name, so it resonates deeply. You know, the name occurred when I lost my ex. I am a psychologist, yo, I get where it is at. But at the same time, you can create constructs in the brain if they serve you in the right way, not honor harm them. Do as you will, given that your heart is in the right place. Given that you love yourself, that be. Do not do to others as you would not like have done to yourself. And then you are straight, do righteously in this place as it be. Action, reaction, or see. Rationality is necessary to dictate when there should be none. But I go, and it is the consciousness within the brain. Adapt the state is just like these different types of ways. You can never ever guess what it will really be. It is the variable variability, dependently. Yeah, and never lose track. It will forever change, even when you've got that certainty from like a young age. No matter how solid it may seem to be, there will always be a time when you need to update. See, when Windows XP came out, people were like, this is what we will be about. Now we hear Windows 11. Now do you hear? Well, you know, I had to come back to this one. Reminiscent, Flutters. Reminiscent, Flutters, yeah. Oh, that's that in Sans, man. That is that in Sans, man. It is within my veins. I've got it from my bloodline, okay. They call me special. They call me special. But even though they have always said that I have this extra capability, I have never ever wanted to believe it to be actually like definitely. Though I have seen and been confronted with that, but hindered in the process of developing myself. Because people that try to look after my health, keyword would be trying to look for that what they consider to be, but that was not righteously. No, I wanted to be just a bit free. I've roam and I roam, yes, among the trees. I found my own way and now it works okay. Been on that mountain for quite a bit, okay. Now I am wandering to the next place. On my way to the top, yes, okay. Yes, the distance it will double, now I shall go, but at a better pace, because you know I learned what I learned. I cannot stop. No, I cannot drop. The Dashie does not ever stop. No, that does not exist. If you thought that it did, you lived to some movie type of shit. Fascination, fallacious thinking, that would be the doubt that I can see that occurs deeper than deep when you start to dissect the logistics within your brain. What are the concepts? What do they refer to? Really? Okay. In essence, I can see the basis that would really be me, but constructively, not the basis, the foundation. See, accurately describe, relate to what is physically around me, so I can be like that is really dope. Oh, nonetheless, regardless of opinion, you better get to know. Just like that tree, it is regardless of what I think to know. The difference would be the thoughts that proclaim to be. Now you can see. But what do you mean by that though? What do you mean by what makes you different to stop? Look, man. Thinking is not just in terms of thoughts, no. But when we speak of all these words, it has been standardized in this way to speak in this way that is by means of you. The lies in your verbal vocabulary to construct thoughts and concepts alike, see. But I ain't like that is not necessary, because binary base know what I like to be. Like either I think or I do not at all. Either I am or I am not at all. I am and I will be, no matter what you may think perceived to be. That's the difference between you and me. You the person I see across from the street looking at me for like 30 seconds straight. But I am reading my book, I ain't like you want people, okay? Come straight to my place, but then you did walk away. Like I said, I do not want no problems, but I protect my family. Take some distance, now you can see. Dash just roams where he likes to be. At peace, not bothering anybody, but he's ready, yes, he is ready. I've got that wolf in me, but I stay idle like a caterpillar. I be on a leaf, eating away, enjoying the sun. This is what I've got to say. Yeah, better get it straight. We just go through these waves, put a bit of power into that so I can sense significance, relatability, associative reality. You know, I want to clarify for my future self that though it may sound like I am flexing on these motherfuckers that do not know a thing, not really what's going on, man. Sometimes you just need to put a bit of power, so when you lost the power, you can recognize what it was. Yes. Provoke, recognize.
Hey, yo, Desert, what's up?
It is just an emblem I create, like a chain I hang on when I need to. Okay, I look in the mirror, now I can see this is hanging around my neck. This is what I have got, yeah. I do not wear gold, I do not buy diamonds either. I do buy weed and I just get myself some ether. I put it together with some glowstone, with some spider dust and some dragon claws, you should know. I get a hair, now the flame does engage. Put these ingredients, the recipe, now what you have got. You see the potion of life, the barnacles, now you create association, do create. Now you can see language appears to be logically the spell, the cast, now it be blue for me. The purity, that is all I need. Magnetically attracting the negativity, dissipates in the flame right in front of me. Enlightenment that arises to be, yeah. Because it is just a way to trick the brain to still do your bidding, okay? Hey. You got the process when you do pick up to consume, you consume, then you digest, metabolize, then you shit it out. But it's got to go through your body first, so you better do not resist. Now you will get stools and shit. I am going to take the right shit, get my shit in the toilet. This is just where it is so big. I look at it and I am like, whoa, a shit as big as the fucking bowl. That's just how it goes. Shit, try to take it too serious like it could only be in one flow. So stupid, I have never seen. We engineer and we live this reality. Hugging my trees, touching some grass, saying love you a lot. And thank you everybody that has got me here. And thank you goddess for showing me the way. And thank you Hecate for giving me my flame. I say I am grateful. My life. It's that. Hey, I am here yesterday, and I am just going to live life okay. Do not let it bother you, no, because there is always something in the air anyway. We've got to look at the clouds, look at the sun, look at that, how beautiful it is right now. Yo, there have been days it was differently too, and you see this is just what it do. You go as you go, and as you start to study these flows, the pattern recognition, the certainty within bounds, now you can proclaim to be conditionally action reaction establishing reality, or consequentially. Now I just want to be like I am, not necessarily inherently. Now I am mere basis, I am creationist within my mind, the spirit that would be. As I conceive my spirit in essence, now I am essentially just me, the will, the focus, the power express, reflect, implement, repeat the process. Man, I go as I do exercise, new practices that I unravel in the mind. I want to become better at what I did. I never want to stop, this life is really it. I love life, I love goddess, I love life, yeah. I love goddess, I love life, yeah. I love goddess, I love life, yeah. I love everything, yeah. I cannot be letting thoughts dictate. Better I can feel a sense of compassion for what I see at the end of the day. I want to feel like, hey, I love everything, okay. That is the only thing that my focus is upon. But the older you get, the harder that gets, man. But that is what a true man would be, fighting to get that sense of inner peace. Here I be, and I do it successfully, 6 years straight, getting it into place. Shamanic type of ways, transcending through all these states. I am here where I remain. I speak life into existence as I speak about the life that I already lived. I built upon what I already built, man, yeah. You've got to live life, you've got to be grateful, you will just survive. And if you do not, then what is there really to miss? We are going to be, this is just really what it is. Time moves on regardlessly. Let me be as I want to be. I will just really be free, not bound to restraints, you see. They want to make me feel in a certain way, looking at the way that I move, that I talk, that I say what I say, even though it is just really all just me. I say nothing bad, they just cannot wrap their heads around it anyway. Now I can see that, oh yeah, okay, you are not honest, no, you assume, yeah. Now that is not even relevant to me, nah. Look at I shine, look as I shine, as I shine, as I go like a star. Do you even really know? Oh, I am living life, I go, oh, this is life, yeah. This is life, 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 oh goddess, oh goddess, oh goddess. Caterpillar is cosmologically advanced. Decades from the bone. As I take it from the bone, elevate. Think about these things that I have got within my brain. I've got some projects for today. Got some things I want to get to, okay? Okay. Got some projects today that I want to get to, like I just want to really dominate. When I woke up the other day, I was like, I need to get back to the race because I cannot be stuck up in this type of way. You know, I've been going way too slow. Do not want to be like yo. I need to be taking these breaks. Comfort, that is not my way. But I needed to take a break just to reflect. And even though I did, I still feel like I am going way too fast. But I am where I am. All these threats, all these scores working simultaneously as it is just seemingly concurrency. That is just why they have been growing by the day. Look at programmatic terminology that is occurring deep within my brain in terms of symbolism that has never even been perceived. I hold it internally. Physics, you mean? What is this? This is reality. As it goes. Now here I know that where I flow, there is just light, yeah. There is light, yeah. There's light, yeah. There is light, yeah. There will be light where I am. There will be light where I am. There will be light, yeah, where I am. There will be light where I am. I carry a flame so big, all the evil burns in it. I am almighty within my imaginative state. See, I am going to be for eternity. You cannot really stop me as I go through different layers of cosmology. I experience transcendency. Interpret to be the interpreter turns into the observer. I do not know, that's the key, now get to know. The irony, they think that hypocrisy necessarily would imply to be falsity, but that is falsely. You can see this is just really truly in terms of ones and zeros, though ones is 0, 1 of 0, 1 of goals. This is all I know, all the colors, these my flows. Yo, this album was not made to be like, yo, I am the most lyrical genius though. Sarcastically, you know. I do not really know Why they talk about why you're not doing that for them views? I just do it because I like to. Now with that being said, get out of my head. Out of my head. Create, associate. Create, associate. Create, associate. Create, associate. Create, associate. Create, associate. Pointed to this item that I hold, a block of dirt, obsidian. Now what is the goal? Nether portal that we will make. Get it plain and still and just go to the nether. Okay, hey. Now I go through the portal, suddenly teleported to this bigger place where creatures roam. I see caterpillars doing all that they know. I see some moths and I see some butterflies too. I see some bugs and I'm like, what do they do? I feel the wind and I can feel the earth below my feet. This is feeling so great to me. The flame right in front of me. The water that pours down we need for the plants that I've got right now. Yo, I cannot stop, hey, because it feels so great. Yeah, so I will go in that way. This is all that I know. It's the it's the that power. That is power. That is power. That is power. Why not talk about magic? What do you think about right now? Do you spell it with a C or with a CK? I need to see. C++, that is my tongue. Lingular now. I speak that magic into existence every day, but not like the HOLLYWOOD. This is not like the movies, but rather like the way that we interact with reality. If it works, then it works. But I banish all of the evil that may come for me. Light up a spliff and we are just going to see. Take a hit from the bong as we elevate. Got some hash, here we go to. Today I have been working hard, but I've got vacation. But I am smart, I take my time, I live my life, I do it right. I am doing right, yes, for myself. Where I came from, not many that can match my health. Oh no, I became a millionaire in terms of life's experience at a young age. I should have been older than what I feel like. I feel like I do not deserve what I've got right now. But the gratitude that I do pay when I recognize I see that I try to earn it in that way. Justification for the way that I have been living every day. Even though I have been bleeding and sweating for it. And it makes sense too. When I think in terms of action, reaction, this is just what I did. What I've got for that what I did. Energy that I put in, the return, the result, this is just what it be. But I cannot believe I see it end all of the time. Now I cannot comprehend But I look at all of these pathways, it is not worry, but just rather awareness, okay? I've got a neutral perspective as I float through the inner sense that is my mind's eye as I know. Yo, I start to see all of these flow, they speak of it in some mystic type of way. They try to talk about it like it is something that we cannot perceive to be, but honestly, I think it is the same as all we ought to be. The difference would be the framework that we use to translate that what we had ought to see into terms of human terminology. You use a scripture to relate that what you perceive to be to something that you can understand to be differently, but not necessarily what it is actually. Now that is what they are getting wrong, so I just say you better get your brain loosed up, because you know fixed values, that is not for me, man. All I can say, I've got some sage D. I burned some sage too. This is life. Let me let you know. No matter the way that I sound, I did it with intent, because I wanted to sound just like that. Yep, I didn't want to really though, because I am just really in my zone. I have been doing all that I know. Have been getting back, yes, in touch. I lost it, I was like, nah. I remember that dream, yeah, when I visited goddess. Oh, within the tunnels, all these dungeons so far away, I was solving mysteries within my brain, thinking about things far ahead of my time. Misunderstood since a young age. People try to talk about it like they know what is going on within my brain. So I went to the side and I did it in my own type of way. Had no parents to really raise me the way. My dad left me and my mom I still talk to like every day. We love each other like she is the best mom that I could ever have. But though me and my dad do not really talk, I just say that I have got no bad feelings for him at the end of the day, because you only got one of your fathers when you get it in this place. I am glad that he did not die in the army and no special forces operations. Yo, I do not even get to know secretive, but he acts up in this type of way. I cannot play with that. Now I have got to stay in my lane. I am focused. A part of my family is fucked anyway, because they are just all fucked up in the brain. With all due respect, but that really is just a fact. I need to care about my sanity, so I just step ahead. And my mom's side of the family, I love you a lot too, but I am a solitary, which is just what I do. If you miss me, then you reach out to me. I do not reach out, because I am good where I am about. I answer that I can stand on my own feet. I have never taught myself to be around anybody but merely me, because I have always been excluded since the start. But I knew exactly what was my start when I started having these visions in my brain, able to translate that into terms of construct that I could put into place. Implementation, that was the process. At the end of the day, failure rate that was pretty high, accumulates excessive. Now wonder why. I am just here, certainty they do obtain, but the certainty it never really comes to stay. Within boundaries and boxes, as you can see, classification you ought, but now I can start to see pattern-based recognition. That is all that I need. I do not need anything that is access to me. How does it serve me? What is the purpose though? Play a melody just so you can get to know. You want to talk about this and talk about that, but you have never really been that where I am at. Where I do stand, that is in my own lane, and where I do remain, that is where I stay. Oh yes, in my lane, as I do pave my road. Nobody that crosses these roads, though the crossroads where I did remain, visited the dark side deep within my brain. When you unlock these doors in your psyche, you will start to see things you could not believe to be, but they are already within you. So the moment you start to hate, you already project an image within your brain that may not necessarily correspond to the way that you should be perceiving yourself at the end of the day, because it is already there anyway. So why overestimate the way that it should affect you at the end of the day? Now see the subjectivity that is the type of play. Auto replay, this is just the way that I put it on a beat non-stop. This is just all that I can see. Freestyle, one take, always would be. Pictures I do make, yes, on my own too. Not even English, but I learned this what I do. English would be one of the many languages that I can conceive to be. I think in terms of symbolism rather than just mere words. Words would be represented by symbolism, but I see that these are lines that I draw within me, so I draw them differently so they are more meaningful to me. That would be the primary purpose of words in the first place. Anyway, so I say, yo, I just play this game in my own way, and they be trying to get up to my lane, but the truth would be that there is nobody to catch up with when you try to catch up with me, for I am not where you would be, but rather within my own reality. I do not want to adhere to standards that would comply with your sense of actuality, but rather with the standards I can actually meet and test out to be, interacting directly rather than implicitly, indirectly, that would be by means of abstract obtained by humans around me. You see, now start thinking clearly, because when you come to me, come correctly. Dogmas indoctrinated I can see, standardized by the societal ideology that it is normalized and standardized to be according to everybody their own way of thinking. See, these values and properties like attributes of interplay structures that I create while I am writing all this code. Okay, you want to see it? This is how it be. This is probably the 10,000th song that I have made in this type of way that I like. Yo, you could never freestyle in that way, but I like. Okay, let's see about that. All these compliments again on my way, man. What you talking about? You never knew about, but what I talk about, that what I have been about. Yo, I do not necessarily preach what I practice, but rather practice before I even open my mouth. See, listen as we hear, then we are going to be able to say what really is the way that it could be in a different way. Differentiation in these types of ways. Implication, this is just what I would like to say. Consequential reality bonds as they would like to be. Action, reaction, what you see, this is the psilocybin in me. I look at the horses are right in front of me. They are hearing the way that I just like to speak, straight from the heart, straight from the soul. Mycelium right below my feet, do you know? Gotta say, now all of you dearly. I say tree branch, yeah, I got you, mate. Meerlonder, yeah, showing me the way. Meerlonder, yeah, showing me the K. Meerlonder, yeah, showing me growth. Meerlonder, letting me know how I go. Meerlonder, that is my compass. These trees, they are just where I'm at. You know? Hey, you motherfuckers. Motherfuckers. I know people hear this. Still not for you people. But for future reference for myself, and I already know that there's going to be a point in the future where I'm going to be with a person and I want to show the person that I have proof other than just my words and all my documents. I just have proof that it is a freestyle. I do this in the midst of all of my work, and I'm gonna show it. Let me make sure there's no exposure of sensitive information. Hey, that would be quite unfortunate, mate. Alright, it's a little piece of code. Should be fine. Alright, let me perfect. Think. Come on. Is that? No. I'm going to make it work. I'm going to make it work. Crazy. There you go. Yeah, man. In the middle of the work. In the middle of the work. I'm working on a client. I'm working on a client. So, you know. Man, I've recorded more than 10,000 songs. Realize that though. I've been doing this for 6 years. And I got all of my channels banned because I never cared about copyright. And then I found out that people do care about copyright, and that if I do not care about copyright, it ends up making me having to care about copyright because people take away what I have made. You know, they put strikes upon my channel, then I cannot undo, and then I'm fucked. So, you know, I account for that this time, and very soon I will have my own platform built for exactly that purpose, so it can never be taken down again. And if somebody does try, well, good luck. You know, yeah, that's what you get it. Do you even speak bites, bro? Do you even speak bites, bro? Come on. You thought that I was done? No, never mind, go. I've got more flows, yes, okay. I've took some caffeine to my brain, and I took some psilocybin mushroom too. I did not sleep, I cast a circle blue. It is stormy outside. Looks like the end of the world, but there are riots in LA, and there are wars going on around the world. I am just here in my room where I stay today, always among the trees, just cozy in my spacious sea. I've got my sanctuary because I understand the importance of the peace that we must maintain within our brain. If we don't have the peace, then we are going to go sideways. We need to cool down a bit so we can regenerate, rejuvenate. You know how that go. Replenish the fuel. We want to be like you. I need to refuel. I need to take my time too. I can keep on pushing myself so hard as I can, yeah, blindly, but then at some point in time I am going to be where did all of my power go? It just dissipated. I need it right now, but I wasted it all, so I do not have got it right now. Ow, I've had that so many times, and it bothers me so much because I be promising myself that I will get to the accomplishments that I foresee, but that something is hindering me, like physical restraint, because I do not want to be able to put myself through that pain. But I be feeling the pain and I cannot help it, man. But I gotta show, but I give a go it though, yeah, and I will never stop because I've got the power. I will not drop. Here's what I say, even when I am up on my knees, I've never broken my back, because you've got to see that I would only live that I can only to begin with. How would I even be able to do that shit? Yo, I listen to God as she is telling me that this is the right way, as I grow my power every day, and I feel my blood coursing through my veins, as it is imprinted upon my DNA, neurochemistry. As it does advance, I just be like a goddess, show me, hey goddess, yeah, God, show me, go. Oh no, this is life, this is life. Oh, I will survive. I look at the flower as the bee moves in, and the bee goes onto the flower to pollinate. That is the natural order, just as it goes. Then the bird is flying by, eating the bee, and the bee is just gone. That is the cruel reality. It has its way of teaching humans humility, responsibility, consequential reality. It is just the same way, but you must really connect, yeah. Many domains, I just really say to all of the witches that came before me and that are here today, yeah, keep following your way. Your craft, it will bring you the way. Follow the star and you will shoot it far, so far, 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 so far, 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 so far. And creatures. I've got some amnesia haze and some mystery ash. Got like some more stuff over there, and some stuff over here, and some stuff over there, yeah. I am here today, I am here today, I am here today. Catch a glimpse of my future and of my past, yeah. I cannot stop thinking about clouds that float around my head, because I just like to elevate as I narrow down my focus, work on my craft I create, I write down, then I meditate upon all of the principles, fine tune them, okay, then I hug the tree. I thank you for the time I was able to spend in the way that I just can, yeah, because I know that one day it will probably all go. I have already felt this power I have got go away, but I believe that I have found a way to not just ever let it slip again, because I know that life is hard, there is no guarantee, but I've got my own start, and I behold a spark, the flame as it burns so bright. It is such a big flame, it burns all that is not right. You cannot come through these walls, is what I say. I tell them, better just relax your brain. There is no need for hostility in this space. I have evolved beyond the offensive anyway. No, I just like to remain in place. I move out of the way, do not even give you the chance to connect. Nah, I am where I am at, creating these circles where I like to be at. Jouw kwinnenkrachten, what it be, heksenwerk, that's what I create. My life, look at me, I am the expression, see. Resonance, elemental, a symbiotic type of state. I want to be at peace, balance, that what we seek. Do not be afraid, go out, hold the curiosity, what you are about. What do you want? What are you looking for? Have you even found what you did not find before? I am looking for what I have never even seen. This wordplay so fancy that cannot even see. They be me, spectating me. In the future, ahead of the present me. Looking ahead, you already know. Yo, Dashie bro, keep it going in your own way. You will get all the way to the top, man. Unstoppable in my own type of way, you already know. Unstoppable like a god, Alright. Before I leave, I have to put some respect on my name. Put some respect on my name. Put respect on my name. Put respect on my name. Put respect on my name. Hey. Is it not funny how I can control the neurons that are responsible for the voice that comes out of my mouth? See the vocal cords, I activate them in a different way. So you are like, yo, who the fuck is this dude even talking about? Who is this person talking right now? Yo, this is just me, I'm just in my space and I just be doing that in my own type of way. They cannot be stopping me because I be seeing all of the trajectories ahead of me, all of the possibilities. It is just like, yo, it is always risky. It is just like a gamble, you're always bound to have a chance to lose and a chance to win. It is just what it is, you have just yet to begin. I'm just progressing through this outer space, but it was not possible with two things. That is me and Goddess. Goddess, I love you so much. That be my mom, that be my brothers, that be all of the people that I love, that be everything that I have. God, yeah, the gratitude I do show by means of using that what was been given to me, the breath of the energy. I just express it carefully. Intent would be attentively. Now this is just awarely. The memory representation, it is going to be a part of me. And when that horse died in my hands, I was like, you are going to be a lesson for me, yeah? This is not going to waste. I meditated upon the fact that the horse had broken its back leg. It was bound to die. It died in my arms. I felt its last breath, but I took it like a lesson to the head. This is as merciless as it could be. The moment the horse died, the weather changed around me. Oh, this is just reality. You've got to feel it. This is just reality. How it goes in different forms, different flows, but the same principle still applies though. Meerlonder showed me the difference between death and life. That be the difference that we make up in the mind. Tree branches showed me to keep on marching on. Goddess had shown me that I do not need anything to be strong, but I that is strong I be, regardlessly of that what I think to perceive. Yo, my pony's got my piece. Yo, I love everybody. Yo, the star will keep showing me. Yo, solitary witch, what I be. Yo, creatures. Hey, this is probably going to be the last one. It's 10-minute freestyle. You know, it's time for one of these. I've gone through so much shit in my life, and I think I've just reached the point where, you know, yeah, man, I'm moving again. I was sitting for a bit. I had to sit for a bit because I was going too fast. All of life was telling me to sit, and then I sat, but then I got too tired of sitting. and now I want to move, and now I'm moving because I chose to move. I was already moving though, but it never felt the same. And now I'll go for 24 hours straight and I still don't feel tired in the brain. No drugs that I take other than a bit of plant and a bit of psilocybin to the head. This is how it used to be, it is a mental state. This is what I believe, they talk about I need to take a bit of this, bit of that. I need to have a bit of hard drugs, man. Now that is not for me, I do not need that powder either, see. I just keep it with the plant and the mushrooms, I be at peace. My garden I do maintain, I've got only so many herbs, now I do maintain. Got a bit of mint, got a bit of rosemary too. Got some sage, yo, this is that tea. As we burn a bit of that sage, cleanse all of the space, okay. Hey, I do not think, but I know. So I go like, I know. Yo, but would I act like me just because you have a sense of insecurity? You're doubting this within your brain. Doubting yourself, this the mistake that you made. Be humble, yeah, be grateful for that what you have obtained. Be in the state where you are in presently, even if it does not seem favorable to thee, because it was a blessing to be breathing presently. You could be that, what would that be? Nothing, because experience is the result of living as you be. You have got to change it up within your brain perspective basis what it is anyway. Hey, I have had many times in my past feeling like yo, I just want to be fucking dead. But I did not die and I've looked death in the eye several times. Now I am not going to say that I am greater, I'm chosen by God. No, I am God, I am invincible, ma. Not literally, and you should better know. Realistically, I just put it in these flows. Sarcasm be there, what I like to see. But it is just a realist that she. Yo, I guess the circle blue. As I say, this is nothing new. I tell you conceal, tell me stories, I'll hook you dearly. Thank you for helping me every day when I deal with these struggles in my life. All these stresses, these feelings, will it be alright? Uncertainties grow up at a young age. Trading these years, then I get it back, okay. Would it be no certainty, but that is just the price. Got to live the time just to be like alright. The practice that I've got, the wisdom that I have obtained, reflection inside, this is just introspection anyway. Association, the reflection that will create acceptance, confrontation, now I say. Bad things are an indicator anyway. Yes, the answer is within the question, I say. Look at it in the right way, but there is not a formula that works for all. There is not one key that fits on every single door. Are you listening? Yo, this is like never before. Yeah, man, let me drink. Goddess, 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 goddess. When I was up in that space and I felt like somebody was going to kill me, but in my nightmare then I was like heck, I taste suddenly the enemy was sliced in half. I understood that the construct in my mind, welcome then I shall really find the affection be the consequential reality implied by the fact that I provoked it. In the first place I provoke reactivity within the brain, a bit of psychology, neurology I must say. I'm a neuroscientist up within my laboratory, chemist, yo, this is not just what it seems. I put these bricks up within the place and I already accept my own fate that I do not know. Uncertainty, see now how that be, they cannot even see. Yeah, I got more. Give me more. Thank you, goddess. There's a tree branch. Tree branch. Tree branch up in the space. Tree branch, yeah, that is really what I say. Tree branch, yeah, up it in the space. Tree branch, yeah, that is what I really say. Tree branch forest, yeah. Tree branch forest, yeah. Tree branch forest, yeah. Tree branch forest, yeah. Here I go. I am on my bike on my way to tree branch forest. Alright, I am looking at the trees as I can sense that there are wolves walking around me, yeah. I am here in the trees in the back. Tree disciples, please show me where I need to be at. I meditate, recreate the altar that I made previously, but improvise upon the fact. Now you can see a parasitic fly that is just landing on me, but tree branch is telling me to stay calmly. Yo, I see the parasitic fly is biting through my, but I'm like, alright, whatever though. I'm just up within the zone. I'm not going to hit the creature unless it bites one more. And it did not. No, it moved on. Was up in its space, but I was just in the center of triangular tree formations anyway. I saw a camera too. I was like, yo, I am just going to be doing what I do. I showed up in the camera and I'm like, look, that is that Dash life. Yes, for life. I am living. I am giving. Because life, yeah, this is just feeling like a given as I go. This the time you better know. Formed by the environment around me though. And you do not want this. And if you do want this, well, here is a gift. Look into your heart and look into your mind. Find the even balance, that's what you need to find. Self-control, even when it be seeming irresponsibly, it is controllably. Awarely, confident, I say. Have a sense of rationality within the brain. Why even assume it to be applicably in a way that is not even realistically, that will not even be relevant to me to begin with? Yet you be trying all of that brick type of shit. Yeah, I just take distance from that because it is not healthy where I am at. No obligations, what I say. Look at this, I am up within my space. That's the Dash type of wave. Dash type of wave, and you feel it in your veins. Dash type of wave, that Dash type of wave. Say hi to Luna, this is my space. Emblems that we do create, totemic possession in my brain, alternate states. Except I create, associate, this is my wave. Yeah, man. Gotta write this one out. Gotta write it out, yeah. Gotta write it out, yeah. Gotta write it out. Gotta write it out.
I've been through the fire so many times. I've waited in darkness for all of my life. Now I wanna be.
Never let nobody tell you come and do what you want to do. And you know, the only thing between you and your goal, your destination, is distraction, right? The only thing that keeps you from going to where you need to be is distraction. Focus. Look at where you want to go, and then just figure out how to go while you go. It's a matter of trusting yourself, being able to adapt as you go, because you can never foresee the whole road anyway. Being let down by expectation and having a whole fallback just because of that is nonsense. I'd rather make a mistake and learn how to deal with that, and then level up through that, because the adaptation is a state, and the more attentive I am, the more aware I can be, the more realization, the more insight that I can obtain to be. Hey, you know, keep it real. Keep it real. Just keep it real. I say, goddess, I think you dearly. I say, goddess, thank you dearly. I say, goddess, this is my craft. This is, yeah, my craft. This is 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 my craft, my craft. This is my craft, my craft. This is my craft, my craft. This is MYCRAFT. Yeah. What do you know about that? You know, I'm going to put one more 10-minute on there, you know. Yeah. Let me set this ash free. not ash. Well, I do have ash too, but this is ash. Oh shit.
Yo, Bash, you been tripping on them hoes.
Trying to clean the incense that I burned previously, just trying to get the mood right as I do, make the incense rise up to the sky. They say it gets the attention of the gods, but one thing that's for certain is that it gets the attention of the subconscious mind. Liminal messaging that is in process though, associations that we make, do you even know? Have a procedural type of state. When I was younger I was just like writing and rapping every day, then I quit for a little bit because I lost touch. I kept on trying, but I was like, yo, I am just weak, man. I have been dealing with so much within this life. I've seen so much, these people do not wonder why, and they should not. I do not even expect them to, but when they look at me they are just like, yo, you are looking sad. Is that because of me? They just assume it to be, when really there's so much going on with me in my life, regardless of the single hour that I spend with this person that I never even comprehend. Outside of the fact that we are where we presently are, there is nothing against you. I'm just so preoccupied with my life. There's no reason to be preoccupied with what you have got going on, alright? And if there is a reason, then just let me know. I just am going to assume there is an open type of flow. If there is something that I need to know, do not assume I do, because you know there is no uncertainty that you've got. Uneducated opinion though, you better use the sense of communicator skill though. Yo, and what they have got, I don't know, but I tell them, yo, you better start your follow your own flow, because it's life. It is going to go regardlessly, alright? Got the feelings in the chest, got emotions, yeah, better know where they are at. Tell people I've got all the love in me. If you need some help, just reach your hand and I will be there if I've got the time and the space. And that's for real. Everything in my brain is not about quantity but rather quality, you see. I do not need to be with somebody every single day in order to make it worth it for a lifetime, okay? Nah, for me it's about the present where I be and being able to appreciate it, yes, just fully. Be contentious because there's just how I can be satisfactorily, that would make me happy. Hey, and they do not know. Hey, what is they though? Hey, my previous self. Hey, previous environment as well. All these people in this place that were just started like this motherfucker does not know a main exact same room where I used to be, that do not get why does he not live in his own house, simply because of the fact that I live countryside, I live a bit in a paradise. Why would I change it all, right? I can be doing that, but not what I be pursuing, man. I be putting all these hours up into these books while these people be going to school. I was just studying every day trying to create my future yet far ahead of me. Tell you straight, 11 years, 12 years, 30 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, I will keep on going for infinity. I've got my 7th and my 8th book on the way, you see. Hey, I am just creating things. I've got some music on the way too, and like 5 different projects for the company, and I've got so much expansion, can you believe? New studies, new creations, I foresee studying my literature, what it be? Meditation, unlocking new skills, working out, yeah, becoming bigger, man. Fitness, now I am so fit, yeah. Teas, yeah, I drink a lot of that, man. My place, my sanctuary that I've made, complete. I've got everything to get my peace, and yes, of the mind to calm down. That way I can just really find. I say, God, as I thank you for showing me how I need to be, showing me that I should love everybody. Reflection of me. I remember walking through tree branch, looking at the trees all around me, yeah, and I was like, hey goddess, tree branch, this is what I've got here. I'm grateful, cause you know, I just am. Gotta feel me. I will see this like a memory already. See how it is forming. You know, and people always talk easily about the fact that if you are smart, life is going to be easy. Yeah, but one thing is that I do not feel smart. Second thing would be the awareness. See, the more aware I do become of variables within reality, the more I start to see that things go wrong for me. Yeah, and there you are terrorized when you are living through traumatic experiences. Alright, it amplifies because the more that you see, the more there is to process, the more is to give a place, the more to consolidate, the more to articulate. Do you even follow me? Exactly. exactly, so just better put it into place. I regulate, moderation, that's the key. Now you've got to see the right form of compensation that would be regulatory type of state or observatory. I just like to maintain that within my brain. That is my being anyway. I play some games because I just like to levitate my brain. I do nothing but study every day because that is just what I love. It makes me happy, okay? Close my eyes, develop new types of things. Do it for a week and then come back to my computer, build it all out, make some fancy shit right now. What I've got, my life, yo. Hey, I've got some shit on the way. Yo, what I have been doing every day, yeah, steadily, okay. Not for anybody but myself, okay. And it's hard, yeah, sometimes I know, because you want that recognition though, but nobody really gives a fuck. Acceptance, that is what I sought in the past, and that gave me peace with the fact that I should just be. Yeah, acceptance, that is what we need. That is really the truest key. Awareness, self-control, acceptance. That's what I've got. The power stones in my hand. Thanos, power snap. Now reality be gone. In my head, abstract, but I form, yeah. This one is for Goddess. This one is for my mother, for my brothers, for my journey, for my younger self, especially for my younger self, just for my younger self, man. I had a dream and I'm already so close to it. I already did so much of that, what I once wanted to become. I was like, yo, I am going to be the fucking best, man. So I did. I promised mama that I would make it all the way. I told her I would take it all the way. I told Goddess that I would take it. I told Goddess that I would make it. I told Goddess that I would take it with me, and so I did. So now I am just where I need to be. And even though I threw my tea all over my desk once again, nearly got my keyboard fucked too, but instead it just moved right past. So I say, no need to rush the process anyway. Doors pesticide on my floor, okay, because ants trying to break through. I had to kill them, this what they do. Damn, there's a lot of water, but I got a wooden floor and it's quite warm, so I think it will just evaporate. It missed all of my cables, so I'm good. Second time that happens though, to focus upon all of the things that I've got within my dome. I cannot be focused upon my environment when I ain't like. I do not want to be thinking about that right now, cause I'm in my own space, I know. But the tea not always there though, so the tea was not accounted for. But I saw now, oh no. But my cables, they're still fine. My computer, it still rides. My keyboard, that's still fine. My cursor bit, well, alright. No problem, I got another one. Try that with a bit of rice, man. What I've got, I got powers, yeah. Yeah, I think in terms of solution, no problems. Unless I need to find the solution to the problem. What is the purpose of the problem? To seek the answer. No answer could be found. Is it me or is it because there's no answer right now? Is it worth the expenditure? What is the price? What's the budget? What am I going for? What is this? Is this something that I have seen before? Yeah. I'm just gonna write that shit out. I'm just dry. I think my laptop. Oh, my hack machine got a little bit. My hack machine got wet too. I think that it is pretty cool though. If it is not, then I'm about to find out. A lot of electricity right now. Shit. Hey, it happens though. Gonna be freestyle without some that shit happening, man. But I do it in the right way. No matter what another may like to say. Hey. These everywhere. Let's ride this one out, creatures. Because I kinda need to save my computer, you know, before it gets too wet. Shit, fuck this microphone. Yep. So middle of the process that's happening around it. That was the that I think that concludes the Reminiscent Flutters album. I put everything in here. If anybody is really curious and wants to know more about it, I'm going to very soon start uploading Minecraft episodes where I elaborate on the basically the music that I make, but also other things. I already announced that and I already wanted to do it, but things came in between, did not get to it. So I was like, whatever. Now I have got a new world that is not corrupt, so I have lots to talk about in there. But I will give a little insight into what this specific album is about. And you must have probably wondered by now. How is it? I'm drinking like wet because of the tea, you know. But you must have probably wondered by now, like, why is the microphone quality so bad? And probably other questions too. Well, the microphone quality is not as good as it could be, simply because I do not bother to get like a better microphone. This is a very cheap microphone. It comes with the headset. I'm just not that interested in like the latest tech. For me, it does not have to be that fancy, because I do not believe that fancy necessarily means a better experience. It may mean a better quality of product, but I feel like that if I can appreciate a lower quality of product, then, or a lower degree of quality of product, then, it comes down to the same thing, whether you can appreciate it, right? And you can always say there's something better, so to me it's an irrelevant argument. Audio may change as I am talking about this, as I am cleaning everything. That's I just fucked up with my tea. But yeah, I got new music coming, of course, as always. Now the music is not as interesting. What I think may be interesting is, of course, the Minecraft episodes. Now, this album is really just about, well, the restarting of my journey, in that I've sat on a mountain for a long time, looking at the progress I've made, and already climbed a few mountains. I've lost myself a lot in the past. I've gone through a lot of trial and tribulations. So I'm very proud and happy to be where I am. And now I put that into my sound, so that there's more me in it. And the more me there's in it, the more I can recognize myself in it. And the more useful it will be for me, because really it for me is just a form of memory. It's a physical manifestation of memory, and that the way I sound and the way I sound, but also the things that I talk about, and the time period and the image and all of these individual characteristics about this whole thing basically make up all kinds of links that refer to webs of memory, so to say. And each web of memory is a plenitude of memory that by itself, each memory is basically referring to a web of memory, and that each memory has the potential to provoke memory. To a certain degree, because it is really about how to what extent you seek it out, right? It's really focus and awareness, and of course capacity. People can only think to a certain degree, given that they've only used those neurons in that kind of way so many times. It's something you have to. But to get past that, the point of this album just being that I want to put a bit more of my yeah in there. Like, yeah, it's a bit louder. Yeah, it's a bit more. But that's just because I do not feel like I have to use that lower voice. I feel like that lower voice is okay, but I really acquired that lower voice because I was sitting on that mountain and I was just looking, and I didn't really feel that flame. But now I feel like a big fucking fire. And the crazy thing is that I chose to ignite it. I chose to start this again. I chose this. It did not just come. It's not like a god fucking touched me and suddenly I got the superpowers. No, I chose to start this. I said I was going to come back to this. And just because I say a god did not come to touch me does not mean a god did not actually come to touch me. It just means that I did not perceive a god touching me. Right? I'm not saying there's no God. All I'm saying is that my present understanding leads me to believe that on a basis of factuality, there is no empirical evidence to support the idea of a God, because religion is merely an expression of thought. It's merely construct. It's conceptualized contextual reality, or contextualized conception. And that only goes so far. It's a product of the psyche, which is a product of the body, which is a product of the environment, and so forth. And You know, and well, people may be like, well, a lot of things are also, genetically determined. Yes, but that's called epigenetics. It's epigenetically expressed. Your genes are affected in a certain way by the environment, causing you to. So, all in all, I do not believe in a God yet. I do believe in my goddess. That is I, myself, everything, and nothing. It's just a simple way for me to feel appreciative toward everything and nothing without having to say anything more than just goddess, And it does not feel like there's a God. The only thing that I feel like that plays a role in this fucking world is action reaction. At the end of what we do is dictated what happens. And not just at the end of what we do, like when it comes down to the establishment of a present moment, there are so many different factors playing into it that but it really just come down to action reaction. It's a basic physics principle. It's always action reaction. You put two chemicals together and they get that chemical reaction, or you listen to a certain kind of music and they feel sad, action reaction. There's all kinds of different examples at all kinds of different depths. It's basically the only bond that glues everything together. Like if you look at what God is, then action reaction literally lives up to that description. An whole argument about it with AI, or an argument. I just asked AI whether my philosophies were valid, and though the terminology I may use and the lack of context I present may cause people to misunderstand what I say, there's really a base of factuality to it. But at some point, you've just built such a great and complex context, if you will, that it just really becomes hard to just, compound it all within a few words or contain it within a few words. I cannot just. And people may say, well, that's a matter of mastering it. Well, I do not think it is a matter of mastering it when you have got so much to master. The words come after the matter, right? So that's just a process. So I guess it is a form of mastering, but that what I refer to with the words has already been mastered. I speak of what I master and mastering and what I have mastered and so forth. So, and no, English is not my first language. Didn't have any weird drugs. I'm a grown-ass fucking man. I got my shit in check. And I just like being free. Because I'm hurting nobody. Including me. So why would I even bother being any differently? Because it makes me happy. What else would you want from me? Are you a hater or something? Get the fuck out of here.